Hello, welcome back. This is a Rolemaster Classic on Fantasy Grounds Classic how-to video on the new version 2 rule set by Dakadin, and we're going to cover off another new feature, the party sheet. So the party sheet, you just go up to the top right, click on it. What does it do? Well, it manages your party. Go to characters, drag in which characters you want to be part of the party. You can see here a number of stats. You've got the stat bonuses, resistance roll bonuses, movement and maneuver, perception. If you're not sure what they are, just hover over them. Got tooltips. So hits, exhaustion, power points, and spell ladder is the last one. Now I was a bit dense about this. I didn't know how to use spell ladders, so I'll show you. If you go to Virula sheet, power points used, easy enough. You say if you use 2, then that goes down, as you can see. PowerPoint adders, that box there. So you had 2, you've used 1, you're at half. Let's get rid of it in a second. You can roll any of these at any point. So what's this? This looks like strength, double click, rolls that. For these, which are all your group skills, for example, a resistance for terror, everyone's going to see, click on it, rolls it for anybody in the sheet. There's your resistance for terror. You could resolve what you need to resolve, or you can hide it. Let's hide the perception, a hard perception for everybody. Like last time, I put Virula on a laptop, so if you have a look at Virula, you can see which were hidden, which weren't. Very simply, you can see that if on the GM screen, if we had the eye symbol with a line through it, they didn't see it. You might want to turn that off. And the GM, go to Options. Where it says Game GM, you can see it says Show GM Rolls. Just turn that off, and then you don't have to worry about it. They can never see anything you roll. It's always got this eye symbol with a line through it. One other thing you might want to do, if you're tracking exhaustion, easy enough just to update like PowerPoints. 33 exhaustion used. But you might want to do that automatically. I don't, but you could if you want. Go to Options, right on down to where it says Character GM. And you can then automatically track exhaustion, multiply it based on damage, whatever penalty you want to use. Players by default won't see these. So if you go into Options, where it says Game GM, it says Party, Show Characters to Clients. If you click on that on, and I'll show you first of all what Virula can see. In the party sheet, she's only got inventory and order, nothing there. But if we go and turn this on the GM, she's now got a main tab she can now see. And that's really what we need to worry about for the main tab. For the inventory, looking on Virula's screen, you can see anything in parcels. Now parcels was a previous video, I urge you to watch that. It's a nice short one, but it shows you how parcels are used. But in the party sheet, by default, character only sees this. GM though, sees a bit more. You can see what the party inventory, all of the items for the party grouped together, and who's got it, how much of it, how many they have, and all of the coins the party have. You might want them to show that. You might want to show in the inventory. So in the options where it says Show Inventory Clients, you could turn that on. Look back on Virula's screen. Look, she can see the party inventory and party coins. I don't normally let them see that because some people like have a little bit of secrecy in their character sheet, so I'm turning it off. Right, finish those options. Now, the previous parcel video, we did show you a bit more in detail about how you can assign people by typing in their names. You can have more than one person by using commas. You can drag it into character sheets. One thing I suppose I didn't make clear, say Virula wants to share something to Bob. She can go to the inventory, her inventory, and she can get, say, some rope, grab the little red icon, drop it into the parcel items, and now that rope's available for anybody in the party. So if we then fire up Bob, if you go to his inventory, got no rope at the moment, can just drag the rope, he has it now. Okay, check that. There's no one to stop anybody dragging those out unless they're assigned, but it always comes up in the chat. You can see here that Virula gave some rope to the party, and then from the party, Bob took some rope. Again, in the parcels one, we showed you how to do selling, which is just using this and 50%. If it's not assigned, it will automatically try to sell it. If it's at 50%, and say the cider here is worth 10 gold pieces, it will round that down to 5 gold pieces. But say you had it at some weird percentage, it will not break up those coins for you, so it won't turn gold pieces into silver pieces and split the difference. If it's an odd number to be divided, it'll leave it in the parcel coins. Another thing I don't know if I made clear in the previous one for parcels, if we say had 3 ciders, Virula, she takes the red one across to her inventory and drops it in. Look at the number here, 3. 3 ciders. It's now 2 ciders. So then Bob could grab a cider and somebody else could grab a cider. One other thing to note about selling things is it has to be a hard value. If you've got a range of coins, it won't be able to sell it automatically on this bit. And obviously if you haven't left a cost, if there's no cost there, it's blank, it's not going to be able to work out what to sell it for. Distribute, just click on that icon and off it goes. Anything assigned goes to people. Any coins that are in here then divided neatly between every member on the party sheet. One other thing I didn't cover, if the inventory changes, there's moving, dragging and dropping, sometimes this party inventory does not update. Just click on the update button and it'll update for you. See the cider's in there now. On to the order tab. Right, order tab, you can set a watch order. So Bob is first watch, Virila, who's an elf, can take the rest of the night after she's had a little meditation. You can set marching order, formation. What I wouldn't do for this is I wouldn't drag it from here in the watch order because they're not actually linked to the combat tracker. I would actually link the combat tracker icons. What do I mean by that? Well, go to the combat tracker, drag them from here onto it. Do you notice there's a green outside? That means they're actually linked now because they're part of the friendlies. And this can be used as a skirmish map. You've got no time to do anything. You just want to do a quick fight. Drag some NPCs on. Alligator. And they can then fight now. If you want, you can do a quick sketch if you're any good at that kind of thing. I'm not. Or on some kind of island. What I mainly use this for is really just to see marching order in case they're going to get surprised. So the direction of travel is from south to north. You can say that Bob's ahead and Vera's slightly behind. If there's, say, 6 people in the party, it might be easier to see what happens if there's some kind of attack from a left-hand side, for example. Other things I've seen is people have used it for elevation. So they can say, oh, you're walking along the ground here, and maybe there's a mob 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet up in the air. And that can be used combined with your actual map. That's it for order. XP-wise, we touched on this in a previous video as well, in the quest video. Just drag your quests into here, your encounters, and just award them. You can watch that video for that, that's quite easy. This is not available to the players will never see this. And that's really it for the party sheet. Cheers, thanks, bye!